What's up, YouTube? It's Robert and Mr. Mackers here on Vic Life 300 channel. And today we are going to pick up another set of Copart campers. Both of these are bumper pulls. One seems to be in decent shape. It was a flood unit. There's some damage on the front end where you can see floodwaters came and pulled some of the skirting apart. The other one, however, it looks like it got smashed into a brick wall. You can always tell you're going to the right place when there's a truck behind you with a crappy car trailer. There's a dealer going to pick up a busted ass car at Copart. Well, we just arrived at Copart and it is a shit hole. We got our paperwork and now we are going to head off into the abyss of Copart lot. That's one of our golf carts we bought yesterday. All right, so a little bit of update here. We found where the campers are at, yet we can't find the camper. We did buy a diesel pusher yesterday and go hunt this diesel pusher down. See if we can find the diesel pusher so we know where it's at when we come back next week to pick it up. All right, well, we located the diesel pusher all the way over there. The problem that we're having now is that we've got to go walk through all of these to find our one camper. Safe. Do not enter. You know what? I think this is one of ours. Lovely. Yep. 8088. That is one of our units we're getting today. It is buried all the way in the back. So they're gonna have to come through here with the forklift and move all of this. I need that bumper sticker right there. We found one, Bubba. Yeah, we did. You get in the back for me? Thank you so much for getting in the back seat for me. Stay back there. All right, well, now that we found that one, we're gonna back out of here. We're gonna go over to the other one where I think it's at, and then check out the diesel pusher as well.
Been spending all my time stuck in the Copart paradise. I think I might just die stuck in the Copart paradise. Oh, Copart paradise, why do you suck up all my time?
Now, this one took some time to find because we thought it was over with the other campers, but it's not. It's over here in the mud hole. 6418, and that's number 2 for today's pickup. We just gotta get the loader in here to move this baby out of the way. We can hook that one up to the F350 Catalina. It's going behind the Ram. Here's the big pusher we bought. Not bad, 2001. She's actually in pretty decent condition. Really happy with this one so far. Not gonna climb up in here because my feet are muddy. But there's our 2001 Endeavor diesel pusher, and there will be a lot more of this thing on the channel. I'm moving the fifth wheel out of the way. To get that fifth wheel moved out, we'll be able to squeeze in there and grab the Coleman, get hooked up, headed back to Atlanta. All right, so we got our camper back behind the truck, the 2014 Coleman, and then way there in the back behind us, you can see the Catalina back there behind the Ram. So I forgot to bring an extra battery for the camera, but luckily we have the Copart listings to get the pictures from, so we can take a little bit more in-depth look at these units. Now the Coleman, which was the bigger of the two, it's a really nice unit. Power landing gear, power awning, 2 slides in it, a decent, nice unit. Actually is in fairly good shape. The problem with the Coleman is the interior, and you can tell that it's been in a flood because all the underpinning is ripped on the unit. All the electrical connectors for the electric jacks are disconnected up under the unit. And when you get inside, you can see that floodwaters came rushing in here, lifted all the cushions, lifted all the fixtures that weren't bolted down, and tossed them everywhere. And this is something we see a lot on flood units, where they look pretty good on the outside until you open the door and get to the inside. Now the Catalina is a little more easier to figure out what exactly happened to it. The damage, obviously it hit something, or something hit it on the front right corner with some force to cause the damage that's there. Now it was in a flood as well, and I think that it was lifted and floated and it hit a tree, or a tree fell onto it. Now, the inside of the Catalina is in much better shape than the inside of the Coleman was. The inside of the Catalina has a nice layer of dirt and mud and just muck all over everything on the floor. And then when you take a look here at the countertops, you can see that the countertops as well are just filthy from being sitting in salt water or whatever the solution was that this thing sat in. So that was our trip to Copart yesterday. Took forever to get the campers out, but they are now at the dealer lot. We are going back next week to get the big diesel pusher. We're going to attempt to crank it. It was drove onto the Copart lot. We know that much. So it drove there under its own power. We think we're going to put some fuel filters on it, put some batteries in it, crank it, see if we can get it to move under its own power. If not, we'll have to call a lowboy and a lowboy truck to come get it and take it back to Atlanta, which is probably going to cost us $7, $8 a mile. We want to try to avoid that if all possible. That's $3,000 out of our pocket to get it back to Atlanta. But hey, we appreciate you guys checking out our channel and watching. If you're not a subscriber, please click the little button down here to subscribe. And also remember, click the notification bell right here to get our notifications. Crown Vic this is actually the last time you guys will see this car on the channel. The Vic Life, our namesake, Crown Victoria, is sold and will be going to its new home on Saturday. And if the guy allows me to, we will film that process of the Crown Vic going to its new home. And then this bad boy right here, the Challenger, well, she is doing great. The Stella, she's got just about 3,603 miles on her. So she's due for her first oil change. And we have some things bought for this car. I promise I'll be getting a video put together on this thing pretty soon. Appreciate you guys watching the channel. Thanks for coming in. Catch y'all later.